Hello everyone, this is the Mixtress, and I'm going to do an unboxing video today on my hot trash vintage package that I just got in the mail. I just want to I want to promote this company a little bit. This is the second thing I've ordered from them. The first thing that I ordered was, maybe I should stand on the side with the microphone here. The first package I ordered from them was several months ago. I ordered a leather jacket, and I was on this obsessive search for the perfect leather jacket. I wanted one that fit. I wanted one that was from at least the 80s, maybe the 70s. And I wanted one that was kind of distressed and that had, it was like the classic motorcycle jacket, because I wanted an actual leather jacket. And as someone who has been a vegetarian since I was 17 and a pescatarian or pescatarian, I don't know which way you say it, for the last 5 years, I just never really bought leather. And I just decided, okay, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it in a way that, if I get a leather jacket from the 70s or 80s, I wasn't even born yet, possibly. So I can't take responsibility for a cow that was killed that long ago. That's my reasoning. So, yeah. So anyway, I was on this really long search, and Hot Trash Vintage, which is a shop on Etsy, but they also have a website, it was the perfect answer, because they had a lot of really detailed pictures of the item and detailed measurements. They told you exactly the measurements of the garment, they told you the measurements of the model, they had pictures from every single possible angle, and they do that with all of the items that they sell, and I really respect that. And so I've been kind of following them as a favorite shop ever since then, and I finally splurged last week and I bought 4 different items, which, another cool thing about this company is, if you can see, this box is really pretty compact, and I've got, if everything is in there that's supposed to be, there'll be a denim jacket in there, a lace dress, and a velvet blazer, and a ring. So if everything that's supposed to be in there is in there, they really compacted it. And they did the same thing with the leather jacket. It was a box about this big, and an entire, motorcycle leather jacket was stuffed into it. And I just really respect that, because it makes me think that they're being earth conscious and space conscious and all that stuff. If they're not giving you, a lot of companies, they send you a gigantic box. For example, when I ordered my Fitbit band, it was in a box that was about 2/3 the size of this box, and it was this band inside of a little Ziploc bag thing. I'm like, that is ridiculous, and it upsets me whenever companies do that, because it's that's just a waste of space. It's already not great for the environment to be shipping things all the time. It's taxing on resources and all that stuff. But anyway, that's a whole other tangent. So I was going to do an unboxing, but I wanted to show you on my iPad what items are in there before I get started, since I'm not going to be modeling them for you. Well, I don't know if it's gonna let me open it, since it's not gonna be listed anymore. Okay, yeah, it will. Okay. So this is the denim jacket that I ordered. It's got these super cute little heart cutouts on the back. And just as an example of how detailed they get with the pictures, see, they're showing. And this one I'm a little worried is going to be too small for me. But I did the measurements and it should fit. So anyway, it's just a cheesy denim jacket from the 80s with the super cute heart cutouts on the back. And I may have had a denim jacket as a kid, but as an adult, I've never had one. So I'm kind of excited about this cheesy thing. So that's one of the things that's supposed to be in there. And then this jacket here. I feel like I'm going through this the long way. But this jacket, oh my god. So obviously it's going to be too big. I mean, I guess not obviously, because you guys haven't really seen. I mean, I'm not a petite woman, but this is just a very oversized jacket, so it's going to be a little bit too big on me too. But look how cute that is. Oh my god. I can't wait. So that's supposed to be in there. And just as an example, if you guys are interested, this is what they do. They tell you the details, the materials, where it was made, the measurements. See, it's got bust, waist, hips, sleeve length, total length, label size, modern size. Then it's got all of the measurements of the model and tells you whether or not it's pinned on the model. So that you can just really, like, that's the hardest part about buying clothes online, is that kind of stuff. And then the ring. It's just a nice, you know, just cheesy, called an alien form ring. Of course you're going to see that in a second, so I don't really need to show you that. But, and this is the dress. Which I'm pretty excited about. And it's funny because, like, I have pretty meaty upper arms, and that was one of the measurements that they did not list on here. So I ended up messaging them to ask them about, you know, the circumference of the upper arms. Just to make sure, because it's always, like, certain materials you can get away with, like, stretching them out, but with lace, like, if my arms don't fit in the lace very well, that's not gonna look good. So anyway, I, you know, sent them a message about that, and they answered me immediately saying that they were on vacation and they wouldn't be able to answer until X date, and then they actually answered me on the date that they said they would, so that was really cool. So anyway, I've just had really good experience with this company so far, so let's get to the unboxing. There's a lot of tape on this thing, so it may take me a while to get into it. This is focused properly. Okay. And of course I just have cheesy scissors. Okay. Ta-da! See, everything's just like so neatly folded. Like, you don't think that many items could fit in this box, but they do, and I love that. Okay, so the first thing looks like it's going to be the ring. Which is very nicely packaged here. You can use that to put something nice and to send to a friend or something. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. It's actually kind of nicer in person because it's darker and richer, and it's definitely heavy. I love that. Let's see. I don't know what finger it's going to fit on. Ooh. Oh, it's disappointing. It's a little smaller than I thought it was. I was hoping that it would fit a middle finger, but it looks like it's just going to fit like a ring finger. It's pretty big. Maybe if I was having a not swollen finger day, I could put it on that one. Which means, of course, I've gotten it stuck on my finger. I don't think it's gonna fit on this finger. Nope. Well, that's a little disappointing because it's kind of smaller than I thought. But that's okay. Let's just put it on this finger. That is a say something ring. I will say that. It is gigantic, eclipsing all other rings. I think I kind of have to take the others off. Just proper ring display. I do like it though. So that's fun. Let's put my other rings in here. Oh, this is cool. I sent a little postcard, and if I'm not mistaken, this is my leather jacket. I think it is. Because I haven't ever seen them having a different jacket on their site. It might not be, actually. It doesn't look thick enough. Never mind. That would have been so cool, though, if it was. But the trashy and the mad, the gypsy and the saint. So, that's cute. And then my packing slip information, I'm not going to get that out because I don't want you to know my address unless I know you. So here is the dress. Looks a little questionable. I can probably squeeze my arms into that. It's not going to be too pretty, but hopefully it won't be terrible. See if it has a nice 80s smell to it. It kind of smells like my leather jacket. It must just be like the smell of their shop, kind of. It's got this little corsetry detail on the back. And it's a navy color, which I don't normally get navy. Although since I'm pale skinned, navy does look good on me. The only problem I'm having is thinking about what I'm going to wear under it, since it's see-through. I'll probably wear like a black slip, even though I've heard that you're not supposed to wear black with navy. But whatever, who cares, right? Here's the denim jacket. Pretty unremarkable on the front. It's definitely very cropped. Can't wait to try this on, and I will probably remove that because I don't like labels. And I will almost definitely add some like little dome spikes right there. There's those cute little hearts. Oh, and I'm happy to see that these are, because in the picture they kind of looked gold, which I guess the zippers are kind of gold, but the actual zipper pull isn't. So I'm glad for that. So, it's so funny that I bought a leather or a denim jacket Two things that I thought I would never get: a leather jacket and a denim jacket, and I bought them both from this same company. Ooh, this one's heavy. And big. It is very big. But it's nice material. Like, they described it as a corduroy / velvet, and it really is. It's actually nicer than I thought it would be. Cool. So now I totally have to try these on. It's got this cheesy little fringe, which is not going to be that visible unless you're up close. But that's cool. So yeah, that's my haul. Lace, velvet and denim, and a nice ring. It really is cool. It's just something I'm gonna have to wear by itself, when I was kind of hoping it would be a nice middle finger ring, because I don't have any middle finger rings really. Although maybe in the winter, when my fingers aren't swollen from heat and humidity, it might fit on my middle finger. Just right now, it's very hot and humid outside, so I have to wear rings that are a little more forgiving. So there you go. There's my unboxing from Hot Trash Vintage. If you guys like cheesy 90s clothes, I'm not sure I would necessarily call them vintage, because the 90s was only 20 years ago, and I kind of consider things over 50 years old, maybe you could call them vintage, but not 20. But anyway, if you like 90s clothes, they're fun to keep track of. You can follow them on Instagram and see the new stuff that they've gotten in. They kind of charge a little bit, like, I would assume that they find these at vintage stores, or at, like, thrift stores, for way cheaper than they sell them. But I'm not the type of person, like, I usually don't have the patience to go into a thrift store and search for a long time. Like, usually if I go to a thrift store, I kind of just look at things quickly, and if I don't immediately find cool things, I don't have the patience to close shop, is what it is. I'm not a typical girl. Who is, though? None of us are typical. We just do our thing. But anyway, so I don't mind. Like, every once in a while, I splurge, and this is like the most money I've spent on clothes in a long time, because, like, the dress was like $30. Pretty much each of these items was about $30, except for the ring was $15. So I think total I spent like $110 with shipping or something, and that's way, way, way more than I would normally. Like, I never buy clothes. Almost all of my clothes are hand-me-downs, because people know I like weird things, so they give me weird things. So it's very rare that I actually buy myself something. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I don't mind someone else picking out things for me at thrift stores and then overcharging me for it, since I don't buy clothes that often. And I mean, every time I do buy clothes, I have them forever. Like, literally, I have, like, for example, I have this dress. It's my favorite dress ever, and I've had it since I was in 7th or 8th grade, and I love it so much. Oh my god, if anything ever happened to that dress, I would be so sad. But it's, yeah, and it turned out that it was a really good quality, so I've been able to keep it this long. I try not to dry it, although every once in a while I accidentally do dry it instead of hanging it, and I mean, it's fine, but just because it's my favorite piece of clothing, I don't want to dry it, because I don't want to break the fabric down. But it's polyester. Polyester is timeless, honey. Timeless. It lasts forever. Seriously. So, anyway, I keep clothes forever as long as I can still take care of them. Pants, I don't usually get to keep that long because eventually I wear, because I have thick thighs, eventually I wear little holes on the inside of the thighs or on like the corner of the pockets on the ass because my ass tries to break out of things. My ass and hips. So yeah, I pretty much, especially if it's a dress, I'm gonna have it forever. So I don't really mind splurging every once in a while, since I will probably have these 3 items forever, because, I mean, this is never gonna break down, and neither is denim. And the lace, as long as I don't do something crazy with it, it'll be okay for a while. So yeah, time for me to try this on. These items on. I hope that you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend and all of that fun stuff, and I will see you next week. Bye.